Walkers, lead meteorologist John Choquette here with our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast here on this lovely Thursday afternoon, sponsored by the C3 Group. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're talking about some storms possible across an area that may not be getting much hail so far this year. So make sure those notifications are set up, especially if you are in places like Missouri, for example, or even towards the Ohio River Valley. Get those notifications set up. Go ahead, hit your various options for wanting to be notified for, whether through push notifications through the app, through your email, or on your desktop computer, and any regions you want to be notified for, such as city, state, or the whole country. Here's your forecast for today. We got two different areas we're looking at. I'm going to move it out of the way, talk about the first one here in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. We have some storms moving through right now. So if you're watching in Evansville, you see that 15%. This isn't the hail producer. This is actually a little squall line. That's the leftovers from what happened in Oklahoma last night, moved all the way across, and now we're going through the Ohio River Valley. We have some storms. And no hail in that, just wind and what's happening right now. I'll show you guys what's happening right now in a minute. And looks like we'll probably see some other storms form a little bit later on south of St. Louis. I don't think St. Louis is going to see anything today. It's going to be just to the south of the area, and it's going to move through. Possible places like Paducah, Evansville. Evansville 15%. I got 2% for Nashville. Outside chance it'll make it in Nashville with some hail. Most likely, the biggest hail will be early on, as I have here, up to 2 inches hail possible. Again, areas western Kentucky, the Ohio, basically where the Ohio River meets with the Mississippi River, your best chance at seeing some pretty big hail. And then storms will kind of peter out later on this evening, and then kind of before they peter out, they'll turn into a line by the time they get to the Nashville area, more wind-driven than anything with that. And also off to the north, up in Montana, good chunk of Montana, and then parts of eastern Idaho, you're going to see some storms forming this afternoon, probably after about 3 o'clock Mountain Time. Some storms starting off as supercells and becoming kind of outflow dominant, which means a lot of wind, not much hail. So 5%, this is for the Idaho Falls and the other towns in that area of Idaho that I don't remember the names of, but so eastern Idaho 5%, and then 5% for Billings as well, upwards of hail towards golf ball size. Again, it's hard in this part of the country to have higher than maybe 10% chance for hail, just because the population centers are few and far between over a very large area of no people. So you just see that as a chance for some storms. 5%, we're going to see a storm move through Billings or Idaho Falls / the other towns that are along this highway where most of the people in Idaho are. So that's what we're looking at for today. We also have forecasts for tomorrow as well. We're looking ahead at mostly across the northern plains here. Your best hail threat's going to be in central South Dakota, northern Nebraska, and far southern, just south of Bismarck, North Dakota. Not many people there, not going to lie. It's probably just Pierre, South Dakota is your biggest population center in there. Maybe Grand Island on the very, very southern edge of my little orange swath here of up to tennis ball size hail. There is a chance for some hail in other parts as well, maybe outside chance in Omaha, but most likely not going to be the case, probably more wind and rain at that point. And we also have a chance for some hail across the sections of the southeast, maybe some storms, fairly isolated storms dropping upwards of $50 size hail. It's going to be more popcorn storms than anything. So even knowing Atlanta's nearby there, Charlotte's in there, up into most of Virginia, possibly just south of Nashville, these storms aren't going to be super significant by any means. It'll probably just be popcorn storm comes up, maybe drop some $50 size hail at best, and then they kind of fizzle out. That's what we're going to see during the heating of the day. And there's another chance we might see some storms along a dry line in the Texas Panhandle, but I don't have that on a risk right now. So we also have Saturday. I brought up Saturday mainly because there's a chance we could see some pretty big storms in the St. Louis area. This is all going to we got to see what Friday brings first. But then after Friday, there might be some outflow, some little boundaries set up. We could see a system form in Iowa and then kind of move to the south and to the east with this northwest flow. And that could bring some pretty big hail to the St. Louis area. I think St. Louis could see some big storms on Saturday. Question, of course, is going to be, are they going to get hail or is it going to be more wind and rain? We'll be able to pinpoint that better probably Saturday morning, honestly. We'll have a better idea tomorrow, and then we'll have the best idea Saturday morning. But that's just a area concern, St. Louis could see something for that beginning of June. For tomorrow's the 1st, and on Saturday is the 2nd. And it looks like tomorrow too, I will go over everything that happened in May. Just kind of go over some stats, see how we ended up for the month, how we compare to other years, and how we compare the first 5 months of the year. So good chunk of storm season's over. June is usually a very busy month for hail, but it's pretty rural. It's actually, the way the hail happened this year in May is more, I'd say probably more characteristic to what happens in June, where it's a lot, yeah, you get some good numbers, but a lot of it's pretty rural. So we could see quite a bit of activity in June as well, kind of similar to what we had in May, and just hoping that we hit some more population centers. But we'll go all over that tomorrow, beginning of June, just kind of recap, where we are so far for the year. I want to show you guys now just the what's happening right now. We can bring up, here's GR Earth, bring this up, I'm going to scroll in a little bit here, and you can see the squall line moving through, just moving past Evansville now. Some wind with this, going to continue to move to the east into Indiana, and that is going to leave an outflow boundary for some storms to form back here later on and move through. So that's why I have south of St. Louis, pretty much Evansville, your chances might be going down right now as well. Let me just pop up to the models here, just so I can show you guys what I was talking about. So here is the system. Come on. There we go. Here's the system from right now. That's going to move through. And then this is all the activity we're looking at for the large hail. So that's going to form, again, at about 20Z, about 3 o'clock. It's going to form just south of St. Louis, and it's going to move through here and have periodic sections of pretty large hail, and then just kind of more of a wind threat as that moves through this evening. So that's what we're looking at for today. And what we have right now, again, we'll have probably an update for you guys tomorrow, talking about what's going to happen in Dakotas and just a review of all that has happened so far this year. Let's see, people are saying it's frozen. Sorry about that. Hopefully, I know you guys do some hail dancing. I know, especially this area here, you guys haven't had that much, and you're looking forward to some storms. So let's see if we can get those storms to happen. And follow us on Facebook. Make sure you see our posts first, so that way anything we do shows at the top of your news feed, especially when we do live continuing coverage, since that is not at a set time every day. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns that may not be addressed here in the videos or we don't notice in the comments section, give us a call, email us, or visit our website and contact us through Intercom. We will get back to you as soon as we can, especially on Intercom. After hours, we're able to message you guys pretty quickly, unless it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, then maybe not so much. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll be back again tomorrow at 12 p.m. unless, of course, any large storms do happen today. We'll do some live continuing coverage if that is the case. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. like I always do here on Hail Trace, whether it's on Facebook, on our app, on YouTube, or on our website. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.